Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2 of our videos. Thanks to everyone that watched the first video. It was a pretty good success, had a lot of good feedback, and also we had a few people give us some tips that know a bit more about video making than I do, and yeah, we'll take those on board, and as I said, we're learning as we go along. We're all new to this. Yeah, so today we're going to refit the roof to the chassis. It's an original RX-7 roof and pillars and sills, and that's all that's left of the original RX-7. That was the original rules years ago when the car was built. Pretty old car. You had to have the original roof, pillars, sills and 2 front doors. The rules have since changed since then. You can have a rated fiberglass or carbon fibre or whatever you want to run, but it has to be the same shape. Size and shape. So, but we've got a good steel roof and it's all set up ready to go, so we're going to use that. That's what we've got, so that's what we're going to use. Now we have to get this onto the chassis first, get this sitting on the chassis, and then we can refit all the rest of the fiberglass panel, the rear quarters, the back, front nose, bonnet and guards are all fiberglass. They all attach to this, so we're getting this onto the chassis first, and then we can weld some brackets to hold the rest of the chassis, fiberglass to the chassis, and make it look a bit more like a race car rather than a go-kart with steroids, as some people call it. So yeah, we'll throw it back on and we'll have a bit of a look at it. Okay, so we've got the roof back on the chassis and looking pretty good. It's looking more like a car now. So yeah, it's all starting to look like a race car now. Gives you a good idea of how far back the engine is. The original firewall would have been right here. That's where the original firewall would have been. So as you can see, most of the engines come behind the windscreen. Now we're going to start attaching the front guards and nose cone, make a fairly strong mount off the front here for the nose cone, and once that's mounted we can attach the guards to it, and then obviously the bonnet, and then off the back the rear quarters attached to the body there, and it's a one piece panel that goes all the way around the back to the other quarter. So we'll have a frame coming off the back here, which is detachable, so we can mount the rear end, and also mount the rear wing off that. That'll have to be fairly strong too. So yeah. Happy with that, looks good. Anyway, this will be the view from the driver's seat. There's no seat at the moment, but this is what it'll look like eventually. As you can see, the motor's sitting right inside the cabin. Legs are right next to the engine and the exhaust. So this will all be covered up. This will all be covered up with an aluminium shield. It all has to be fireproof in case there's a fire. So yeah, it'll still get warm in here though. Probably have to wrap up the exhaust and put a lot of heat shields and whatever in, and try and control the heat a bit, but it'll still get warm in here. But yeah, so this is what it'll look like from the driver's seat. Okay, so we've had a pretty big day in the shed. Yeah, just having a cold beer while I pack up and finish off for the day. So the front subframe is built for mounting the nose cone, and also it'll be eventually used to mount the radiator and mount off this. So it's a removable part, so it can be easily replaced. So it's just 4 bolts holding the whole subframe on, and if I need to repair it, I can always build another one without the actual chassis getting damaged. So yeah, so it's come up pretty good, pretty happy with it. It's all just tacked together. I'm just going to weld it out now and it'll be good to go. So just 2 little bolts, 2 M12 bolts. That's all it's going to hold the front nose on, which is nice and quick and easy at the track. We're going to have to take the nose cone off, get it on and off the trailer, so you don't want to muck around too much. You just want to quickly get it off and back on. So yeah, it's been a good day. That's it. Well, I've just done a few hours work on the car this afternoon after work, and it's starting to look like a race car, starting to look like an RX-7. I've just fitted up the front guards and bonnet and had to trim them a fair bit and muck around with them to get them to fit, but it's looking okay now. They're just riveted in position for now, just so we can get the shape of the actual body in position. and then the next step will be to weld some stays off the chassis to the inside of the guards and bonnet. Then we'll have some Zeus fasteners holding them onto the to the stays. So all the panels will be removable, and we can get better access and also repair things easier and repair panels easier and actually get in there and do some work. So yeah, it's definitely encouraging when you see a car like this with a body on it. Yeah, it's actually starting to look like an RX-7 or an RX-7 Sport today. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Can't wait to see it all finished. Okay, so I've fabricated this little tube frame out of 1/2-inch tube. This frame will basically hold the shape of the fiberglass and hold it in position. We have these little Zeus mounting plates welded onto the tube, and these little, I'm not sure if everyone's seen these, a lot of people would have, but little quick release Zeus fasteners. And they're just a quarter turn, and they'll quick release, and you can undo stuff real quick with these internal panels or fiberglass panels or whatever you want to use. But they'll go onto the fiberglass, onto that plate there. There's a wire on the back of the plate, quarter of a turn, and it's locked. And same to take it back off, quarter of a turn, it'll pop up, and the panel will come off real quick and easy, and that's what we want to do. So yeah, so that's probably about all we've got time for this video. We've got the front, the roof, and all the panels on the front. So next episode we'll probably look at doing the rear end, all the rear quarters and rear back, and mounting the rear wing. So that'll be a bit of fun for next time. So thanks for watching.